Regardless how you feel about these films, the actors in them are huge 90s Hollywood stars. So to get figures for them in 2024 is very cool and very unexpected. I will tell you my favorites and why next on Toy Gains. Toy Gains! Yes! You and me, baby! Toy Gains! I can't take it anymore! It's Toy Gains!
Start this party with a bang!
Now, this isn't a movie discussion. I will bring up some things about the film, and I know what you're going to say. Well, not everyone. I already know there's going to be a few comments that are going to say, well, if the movie sucked, why would I care about the figures? Well, I happen to have liked it when I saw it. I didn't. Yes, Tommy Lee Jones and the Riddler are basically playing the Joker on like meth. They're both acting like lunatics. I took it as a movie that was kind of like the 66 series. Very cartoony, very over the top. More for kids. I was about 18 when I saw the film. I love the designs though. And I really think this is a striking looking Two-Face. And I think Tommy Lee Jones had a lot of fun in that role. It's a trip to watch. It's not Two-Face. It might be a mix of the Riddler and the Joker, but it's fun to watch. Some fun scenes in the film with him. I love the way he looks, so exaggerated, almost like a freaking pimp on this side. And it looks so good and looks good in figure form. We haven't seen this figure since, I believe, the Kenner figures. So McFarlane and the team nailed this. I think it's a good likeness to Tommy Lee Jones. A little soft in the paint in the face, and what that means is things aren't punched in, but the sculpting on the wrinkles are there. The weird burn marks or whatever on the charred up side are there. The suit looks great. The paint is punched in. This is on the Two-Face buck from the Nolan films. All their articulation is really good for a suited figure. Nothing looks janky or ugly. Everything looks sleek when it's articulated. And I do think if you got this figure and you painted this orange and painted out another color and painted this blue, you'd have a pretty darn good comic looking Two-Face. And I think he's going to make that anyway, so I wouldn't waste your money maybe, unless you just want to have fun. He comes with a flipping the coin hand. I don't like it though because there's no detail in the coins. There's nothing there. So it looks like he's just flipping like, I don't know, fucking bottle caps or something. It doesn't look awful, but doesn't look, from a distance, you're not going to notice. I mean, that look picks up fine. I used the gun from the weapons munition pack, and I have the fist in this hand. He comes with another trigger hand if you want to dual wield. I thought it'd be fun to have like a silence gun in this hand and a big fucking magnum in this hand. This is the louder, crazier side. So that juxtaposition, I think, would be cool to, say it with the guns as well. I might still do that. This is the star of the show. And the next one is very close to being as good as this. And let's get to him now. This Robin figure, I paid $23 at GameStop. This is phenomenal for $23. This wired cape with the two tones, yellow on the mustard on the inside, black on the outside, the wiring. I said this before, and I stand by it. Nobody is punching these capes underneath the collar as solid as McFarlane Toys. Putting this underneath this collar and getting that glued on hard tight, it is so damn good. I have a few Mafex. I have plenty of Mezco. I even have Hot Toys. And if you believe any word I say on this channel, believe that the way these capes are molded on with the existing plastic is some of the best I've seen. Kudos to the crew, whoever's in charge over there at McFarlane Toys for doing this. It's effing solid. What's not solid is the paint should be metallic, the green should be metallic, the red should be metallic. If just one of them were metallic, if just the green were, it would sell it a lot closer to the suit as it appeared in the film. Yes, you got the nipples. The point of contention for everyone is the nipples. The Chris O'Donnell head sculpt looks good. What sells the head sculpt is the hairline. You see the hairline on the card. You see the hairline there. I love the reaching out hand. He also comes with a pointing finger hand. The only thing that's kind of weird, it feels like where the knee bends, it feels like the knee should be, you see with the muscle, you get these two teardrop muscles above your knee. If you really work legs, you get this teardrop muscle. It feels like the knee should be up a little higher to the thigh. It's weird. I can't explain it. I don't know if you agree. It just looks like it should be up higher. It's bugging me. I'm not going to deny that. But despite all that, if that Two-Face wasn't in this wave, he would be the standout. This is a fucking well-executed figure, especially for the price. You could even mix this in with, if you put a not toon, but like a comic-inspired head that McFarlane has made, this could pass for your comic Robin. Maybe I'll get a regular Batman. Hold on. He is shorter than the Val Kilmer as well. I will show that at the end of the video. I'm back. I'm sorry. You know, it's not like that doesn't work. You'd have to just change heads. Nice Robin figure. I guess that's what I'm just trying to convey. I really think this is an excellent figure, especially with this cloth wired cape. This is number 2. It's Batman. Boring, I know. It's the Val Kilmer Batman. He already released this in that movie pack. Not much different other than the belt is a silver and the gloves. The gloves painted black and the mask and cowl painted black. I don't think it's accurate, but it makes for a more fun looking figure. The real head scratcher here is the cape ain't wired. What? WTF, as my daughter would say. Nah, she doesn't say that, but she probably types. I guarantee my daughter types that in games she plays. I don't hawk my daughter like that. Give her the benefit of the doubt. She's a good kid, but I guarantee she types WTF. The boots look excellent. That black separated from the blue really gives this figure that little subtle wow factor. And that reads as Kilmer. I got the card in the background for a reason. I know it's blurry. The focus is on the figure. Yeah, dude, I like this figure. I know we're Batmaned out. I know it. I know we've seen a million Batman figures. But it's Val Kilmer. It's cool. And it reminds me of that goddamn sound. You know, say what you want about that movie. That soundtrack, man, you put that on. Love Me, Kiss Me, or Hold Me, Kill Me, Kiss Me, Thrill Me, then Kiss from a Rose, then The Riddler by Method Man. It is a banger of a soundtrack. I remember driving all over the place. I would work at a bar and just have a few beers in me. You know, sometimes I'd have a rough night and have a little more. I was only 19 at the time, so I would sneak drinks in the cooler. I was a busboy, and I had that Batman soundtrack, and I would drive home to frickin' Seal, and I didn't think I was Batman, but you have certain songs you listen to when you drive, and you feel like you're in your own movie. You're the main character. Fun times, and that's what's good about the movie. You know, it's not a timeless movie, but some of the things that came from it are cool. And that soundtrack is excellent, and I just think seeing Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones in them outfits as the Riddler and Two-Face is wild. This is a good looking figure. This is, look at that. That looks good. That looks really good. It's a good sculpt. This is number 3. Carrey Riddler also played like the Joker on crack, but he was nuts in that movie. I wanted this to be number 1. And just sitting here in this pose, you got to be thinking, well, Gaines, that looks pretty good. Looks like that goofy outfit he wore in the film. The head sculpt ain't bad. He's slender. He used might be a new butt. Hold on, I got another figure. I think this is the Mr. Bloom. No. I thought it was like this Mr. No, it's not. And I'll tell you why. It's not Mr. Bloom. You get him in a pose like this where you hide some of the ugliness, it looks fine. And yes, this is a bendy dick, limp dick. I even put it in the freezer, didn't really work. Here's you get the issues. Okay. Standing straight on. Now, these washers, I'm not a big fan of, if I have to be honest. But when they're tight to the figure, you got Batman here. It's tight to the armor. Okay? It works like they think it's supposed to work. And it lends itself to easy customization because you could pop these arms out. But too big. They're too big. Why is this cut in? Why is that cut in? Shouldn't be. This needs to come out further. These washers needed to be smaller. It creates an ugly look unless you have them in a good pose. Now, do I hate this figure? No. The head sculpt is decent. Doesn't really nail Carrey 100%, but how often, NECA didn't even nail their Carrey figure. How often are we going to get a Jim Carrey figure? He's played characters like The Mask, and Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber, and the man does not have a lot of figures. I don't like this. I don't like when the torso cut gets weird. There's like a curve here. Might not bother you. I wanted to like this figure more. I don't hate it. It's just that the other 3 figures did everything a little better. So, all in all, I really like the wave. Fun wave. But we have one more thing to talk about in the wave, and I forgot. Let me go grab that. Oh, and he came with kind of a not reaching out hand and a fisted hand. The bath was the bat from the dream sequence scene. It looks like a Halloween toy. If it was just a throw-in and it didn't cause the price to be higher, I'd be fine with it. I'm still kind of fine with it. It's weird. It's not your typical bath. It's almost like to build a Batmobile he did earlier in the line. The mouth moves. Like I said, it's like a damn Halloween toy. I don't know what else the bath could be. It's not the fucking, worst thing in my collection. It just kind of, it's an is what it is situation. The figures are the stars of the show, especially that Two-Face and Robin. This is just, you have it, and it's going to be in your collection now. I don't know where I'm going to put this thing, but I don't know. Could do without it. And there we have, now Freeze was a cool bath. No, pun intended, poison. This is great. Like, say what you will about the films. We can't, and I really can't argue the quality of the films. I don't even love them that much, but I love fun designs and I love fun toys. And this has both of that. So altogether, this is wild. I didn't have this on the old toy bingo card. Uma Thurman, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jim Carrey, Tommy Lee Jones in comic book form, looking good for a decent price. That's all you can ask for at the end of the day. And all I can ask for is you guys continue to watch and fucking leave comments. And please do that. Have a good weekend. As always, take care. Have fun.
Woo! Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah!